Oh, yes. So beginning of 2021, I'm transitioning from the lead veterinarian to manager slash mentor slash make it all work and happen at an exceptional rate and level.
Emily's always been in charge. Now it's just official.
As the clinic's grown, it's just been harder and harder to
Right.
make that happen. And
Yeah.
so I mean, right, everybody does, right? A level of anxiety about it being a reflection upon your character, like, like owning something and then it being a reflection on your character.
Right.
Like, and so that is a big thing for me, like feeling like I have this thing out here, meaning the clinic. I have all these people that represent it. Who's laughing at me?
Hold on. Lori Backus said.
Oh, no.
Lori Backus said, you're pregnant.
I am not pregnant, Lori Backus. Very funny. That gives me a really good laugh.
See, this is the problem. It's 5 boys in a business.
That's
so
right.
We couldn't,
Exactly. No. That is pretty funny.
I have to change the whole name of the podcast.
Lori Backus would be the one to notice that. That could be the possibility. That which it is not. Definitely not. Anyway, back to what I was saying, was that I want to make sure that it's the same level of care and experience that's very important to me if my name is attached to it.
Sure.
And it gets really hard as you get bigger to scale. Stop laughing, Harrison. You're distracting me.
Sorry.
And so I think this was an important step in order to keep that from it all falling apart.
Lori said.
I don't think it'll fall apart. I think this is the natural progression of any person any organization, you move up. And I think that's kind of what you're doing. You're moving up into more of an admin position.
I'm still seeing appointments when to fill in and to be a helper and, because one of the philosophies we live by is not saying no.
Sure.
So then that can lead to an over volume of work. So then that's when I step in and they bring me off the bench.
But I think that, it's interesting because, especially when you go from something like this, an idea on a piece of paper to what it is today, you get used to wearing every hat.
Right.
And you have to consciously tell yourself, I can't wear every hat anymore. I've got to, delegate out and segment, the responsibility pool so that I can be more effective up here and be more of a force multiplier and a scaler versus someone who's in the trenches. There was a great book I read years ago called Citizen Soldier, and they talked about one of the commanders who was one of a member of this E-company but slowly became up to like a battlefield command. And he said it was really hard watching his men take action on the field, and his first instinct was to go in there and do it. And he goes, but I can't. I've got to stay back here and direct. And I think that's the challenge that most entrepreneurs have as you grow the organization that they start, is to recognize when it's time to step back and take on that greater directive responsibility.
Right.
So
yeah.
Lori said 5 boys and a girl.
Oh, God.
Nope.
Can you imagine doing that? I don't know what I would do.
It sounds like torture.
The sleep deprivation would kill me.
Yeah, the sleep deprivation would be great. I need to have them so I can send them back. I mean, I need to have Harrison's kids and then send them back.
Send them back home, right? Where's your
then
mother?
You still can sleep at night.